You ever hear an argument that just feels perfect? So logical, so clean, you can't find a single crack in it? Well, today we're going to take a look at one of the most famous philosophical puzzles ever, and we're going to find the hidden trapdoor inside. Let's get into it. It all kicks off with this monster, the classic problem of evil. The logic builds this perfect little box, right? If God wants to stop evil but can't, then he's not all-powerful. If he can stop it but doesn't want to, then he's just cruel. If he's both able and willing, well then where is all this evil coming from? And if he's neither, you get the picture. It feels like an unbreakable intellectual challenge. For centuries, this thing has been presented like a final move in chess, checkmate, a logical knockout punch proving that an all-good, all-powerful God just can't exist if evil does. But what if the whole argument is built on a simple but very clever misunderstanding? To see exactly how this works, let's step away from all the big philosophy for a second. We're going to look at a simple story about a woman in a village. So picture this. The scene it's grim. A global catastrophe has pretty much wiped everyone out. And in this tiny village, there's only men left. Then, out of nowhere, a single woman shows up. To them, she's not just a person, she's hope, she's the future. But then she hits them with a huge problem. She tells them, I am a virgin. I keep a holy vow. I cannot help you. She's saying she can't help them repopulate. Now, the villagers are desperate, you can imagine. Some of them want to respect her choice, but a few of the, let's say, clever ones decide to use logic as a weapon to prove she's lying. They build an argument designed to trap her. And here it is. Look familiar? They've built the exact same logical trap. If she's willing but not able, well, then she's a liar. If she's able but not willing, then she's just evil, letting them all die out. It feels just as airtight as that first argument, doesn't it? But this is where we find the flaw. This is the moment the trap gets revealed for what it is. So you gotta ask, right? Is their logic actually sound? Or is it just a really well-designed trap? Okay, this slide right here, this is the whole magic trick. The entire thing hinges on the word cannot. See, it has two totally different meanings. There's cannot because you're weak or you're lying, and then there's cannot because of who you are, because of your identity. A virgin cannot have sex and stay a virgin. That's not a weakness. It's just the definition of what a virgin is. It violates her nature. So here's the dirty little secret of their logic. It only works if you secretly assume from the very beginning that she's a liar, a harlot pretending to be a virgin. They bake their conclusion into the premise and then act surprised when they prove it. And yep, there's a fancy name for this kind of sneaky move. It's called the equivocation fallacy. It's when you use one word with two different meanings in the same argument to completely mislead someone. Okay, now let's take that insight and bring it all the way back to our original problem, because you're about to see the exact same flaw at work. That big, intimidating problem of evil argument, it's pulling the exact same stunt. It just uses a different word to do it. Omnipotence. It sets up a totally flawed idea of what power even is. See, here's the thing. True omnipotence doesn't mean the power to do literally anything, including things that are pure nonsense. It means the power to do anything that is logically possible. And what's the logical contradiction? I mean, think about it. Can you actually create a married bachelor? Can you make stairs that only go up and never down? Can you take 2 fingers, add 2 more, and somehow get 5? No, these aren't challenges. They're just meaningless sentences. Exactly. These aren't feats of incredible power. They are just gibberish. They're broken descriptions of reality, not things an all-powerful being is failing to do. And this is the big reveal. A being that is fundamentally true cannot make a falsehood true. It's the same reason a virgin can't violate her own identity and stay a virgin. Refusing to do something nonsensical isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of being consistent, of being true to your very nature. So, this all leads us to the most important part. How do we spot this trap and avoid falling for it in our own thinking? Here's a super simple framework you can use. First, always start with identity. Ask yourself, who or what are we actually talking about here? Is it a harlot or a virgin? A false god or a true one? Second, understand its nature. What makes it what it is? And then, only then, can you apply logic that actually fits. I love this quote because it just nails the whole idea. If your logical test is set up to condemn something for being exactly what it is, then the problem isn't with the thing being tested. The problem is with your test. And look, this is so much bigger than just one philosophical debate. The real lesson here, the thing you can use every single day, is about critical thinking. Before you ever accept a big, powerful conclusion, stop and take a hard look at the assumptions it's built on. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many of the airtight arguments we hear every day, the ones that seem so perfect and unbeatable, are really just clever little traps waiting for someone to finally question their hidden premise.